venues in college football. Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. It's the Syracuse Orange and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Catching up with the Fighting Irish head coach before the game. He loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So Notre Dame's offense that has the first possession of the game. There you see the explosive Aeneas Williams. A 150-yard, 3-touchdown day while leading his team to victory in their last game. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking down the middle. The sure hands, it's Graham.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. To the air again, Carr. Here's a heat. Working that left side. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. All wideouts, no backs. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Gilbert. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
From the red zone, it's Williams. Pushing ahead, a tough run. Picks up 4, it's down at the 15. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Carr. He's got it on the move. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange offense will get its first chance now. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Orange will have to punt. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. There's a crease. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Throwing, Carr. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got his man on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It's first down from the 11. Run in the red zone, it's Williams. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Notre Dame right back to the line. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play.
Makes a grab down the middle. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Ncaa pulls it in. It's Weaver. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down. Splits the uprights. Good. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Here's Carr to throw. With the catch, it's Gilbert. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Complete to Williams over the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
There's a little room there. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Moving away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Moving out to the right. Just a little more room, and maybe he gets it in. He's pushed out of bounds at the 8. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Carr. Here's the pressure. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. Trying to surge it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it out. It's Stokes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Steve Angeli on the run, fires downfield. Got his man. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They just keep firing. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. And still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Throwing Angeli. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Miller. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. On the draw, it's Miller. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Timeout taken on the field. It's the 2nd call by Syracuse. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Maybe a crease. Fights off a defender. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. From the gun on 3rd down, Steve Angeli. Touchdown, Orange! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
That is a huge way to end this half. Man, cutting into the lead, gaining the momentum. Nice job finishing the half with some positive vibes going into halftime.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. He wants to change this route. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
Really nice timing on that out route there. Good anticipation by the QB, getting it out on time. And how about the receiver securing the catch, tapping the toes before he went out of bounds?
Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing. Snags it, and there's running room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Running inside, it's Miller. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps.
Runs through a man, he might have space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And Jelly. Pressure coming. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Syracuse will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Throwing. Carr. Got it in the middle. It's Gilbert. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got...
Finding some room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Play action, C.J. Carr. That's caught. It's Flanagan. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on third down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here's Carr to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. There he goes. Inside the touchdown, Notre Dame. Rolled his way into the end zone. His 17th touchdown of the season and 3rd of this game. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give is to Miller. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Angeli from the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Syracuse will send out the punt team. Makes the catch at the 30. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Carr. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. To the air, it's Carr. He turns that loose down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Bringing the heat. He's on the move. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down.
Man, now if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. And Jelly to throw for it on fourth. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Miller. Got a little grass. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense with the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
Syracuse right back at it.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Steve Angeli spits it out to the back. Makes the catch. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Syracuse operating with a fresh set of downs after that last completion. Again, it's Angeli. Hauls it in, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread, don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches. So he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
Here come the Irish back on offense. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Timeout taken on the field. It's the second call by Syracuse. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. To the ground. He's got it again. There's some room. Picks up the first down. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's ranking is so high.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Offense working from the pistol. To the ground with the back. At the 35, he's got room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Throwing Angeli. Under fire. Being chased. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pick up there. Syracuse right back at it.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Angelic.
And this defense came to play.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Rushes on him, trying to buy time. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's fourth down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Under fire. Makes a connection. Tried everything to get that one last yard, but the defense got him out of bounds and made the play.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Dropping back, it's Hebert. That's reeled in. It's Washington. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line? The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick.
Lots of room to run. The 30, past the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the pummeling has started. And that might be a dagger. They push the lead out, and they are now setting their sights on their 12th straight win.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Steve Angelic. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him. And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care